Damn, just saw on Tekken Reddit that Kazuya has the worst win-loss ratio in the game. Xiaoyu is performing poorly, which is interesting. Azucena has dropped a lot. Yeah. Because Kazuya is hard to go bunga with. Well, he doesn't really have bunga. That's the thing. That's why you lose. Here you have a character, the colorization coding, 200 IQ. He probably goes to Harvard, or maybe Cambridge, the man who made this. So here we have play count, win rate, blue plus, and win rates below blue. So this is the blue rank win rate, I'm guessing. It goes up here, right? And then we have the purple win rate, I'm assuming, goes up like this, right? So here we can see Zafina is performing super well in blue ranks, right? But also extremely well in red ranks, right? Or am I misinterpreting this? Am I being an idiot? The play rate is the size of the circle. Oh god, I'm an idiot. Of course it is. It's my Alzheimer's. Okay, of course it is. Yeah, makes sense. Reina, big old titty. Kazuya, big old titty. We know these are very popular characters. Kazuya is actually insanely popular, and so is Jin. You can barely see him there. He's hiding there, Jin. Behind his boyfriend, Hwoarang. No, where is Hwoarang? Hwoarang is all the way over here. But it's funny because so here you can see what character performs the worst. Kazuya. He performs really poorly in blue ranks. But unless I'm misreading this, he's performing even worse in lower level of play, which is red-purple. Right? He's performing even worse. So he is the worst performing character in the game, but he has a significant amount of players. And then, I'm guessing, due to recent nerfing, Azucena is performing a heck of a lot worse than she was doing just a month ago. Like, that is way the fuck down. But what I am surprised at, again, because I've heard Jun is not performing well in terms of win-loss ratio, Jun is pretty far down here. Performing better in blue, but in terms of like red-purple, it's atrocious. And Azucena seems to be performing worse than Kazuya, I guess, in red-purple. But significantly better in blue and above. And then Xiaoyu is not performing that well. But this is also funny because I remember in Tekken 7, anytime a survey was done as to how the 50 characters were performing, Xiaoyu was always low actually in win-loss ratio. And I found that interesting due to how no one knows the matchup, she's very tough to handle. And in this game, she's broken on paper, she's, you know, S+ tier. But, you know, it has to be said that it also takes quite a lot of work to get her going. You know, you need to... it's a specialist character. It's not a pick-up-and-play character like Victor. And speaking of the baguette, the Frenchman, where is Victor on this list? In my opinion, he should be doing well, and Victor is doing well. He's way the fuck up here. So in red-purple, he's blowing everyone. As you do. But he's actually not performing as well in blue ranks, but, you know, still way above average. Still way above average. Not penis size though, below average. All Victor mains. But so Zafina's performing super well, and then a Panda, best performing character in the game. And I remember reading this when Not Factual posted his win-loss ratios. No character does better in ranked than Panda. So in red-purple, everyone's getting steamrolled. In the highest ranks, everyone is getting steamrolled. And this sort of fits my anecdotal perspective and experience. Anytime I'm playing ranked, Kuma Panda, you'll encounter them. They have a very low... Not everyone. There are some super strong players who are playing the Bears. But you also mostly you encounter these Kuma Pandas who have very low amounts of fundamental skill, and they play very gimmicky, try and catch you out with flowcharts and get very tricky attacks. And most of them have no clue what to do. If they notice that you know the matchup, they're like, oh, you know, they don't know what to do. Alice is a similar character. Alice and Victor seem to perform similarly. They're both brain rot characters. Pick up and play, get a lot of wins. Leroy's performing well, a character that has been seen as low tier, one of the weakest characters. Recently received a lot of buffs. It has to be said that even prior to these buffs, he was performing pretty well. He's an easy pick up and play character. And again, if you don't know the matchup, he just is strong. Feng Wei is all the way over here, so not performing that well in blue ranks and above, which is interesting. It seems like he has tumbled a bit. In the initial months of Tekken 8's release, he was more over here. But he's over here now. Is this because people are figuring out the matchup a bit because he's so common? I think this might be suffering from overplay. It's a bit like Ken in Street Fighter 6, where half a player base plays the character that, sure, the character's S+, but a lot of people know everything about the character as well, because he's so popular. But everyone doesn't know everything about Feng Wei because he's so tricky, vast move list where everything has utility. Maybe it's because a lot of Feng Wei players are a bit lazy in how they choose to play him. Down back free, sweep. Down back free, sweep. But yeah, something has to explain this because he used to perform better. But then Lily is doing well. Reina is a character that's not performing well in lower ranks. Reina players are getting smoked. Not as smoked as Kazuya players, but they're getting bent over. All day long. All day long. But in the high ranks, performs significantly better, right? Much better than average, which is around this line, right? Where we find most characters. Reina in high ranks, where people have a high level of skill and they can pilot her, she's OP, performs very well. But far below average, right? In red ranks, gets bodied. Eddie does well, knowledge checking everyone. Raven does well, knowledge check. Shaheen is a very strong character in this game, performs well. Jack performs super well. Surprised at this one, but I guess he's rare and he does his Gamma Howl stance rushdown, and I think people don't know how to handle it. So due to that, I guess he performs well. Brian is average, Paul is average, Lo is average, surprisingly. Nina Lee, pretty well. Jin is around the middle here, which is surprising. Dragonov is around the middle. So no, it's funny. Best performing characters where you might think like Jin would fall in there. Devil Jin is here. You might think King and Jin and Dragonov would fall into best performing characters online in ranked in general. Fuck no. Average. To get the highest performance, gimmicky piece of shit. Gimmicky, rare piece of shit where no one knows what you're doing. And I'm always, you know, I don't want to say like I told you so, but I fucking told you so. This was observed by me in Tekken 7. When I get a high rank, pick up Zafina, Panda, do shit. Do flowcharts. Like, it's the strongest thing you have in Tekken. Super rare character, and a character that's very hard to deal with. But at the same time, it turns into a little bit of a paradox because Xiaoyu is that character, but she's all the way down here. But I think that explains to you how hard she is to pilot compared to these characters where the flowcharts are very easy. I think that's the difference. Specialist character compared to pick up and play butt cheese or dick cheese, right? You know they have smelly cocks, these motherfuckers. Probably. They probably play Smash as well. You know what I'm talking about, motherfucker. But so, yeah, I think this is a very interesting list. What also is interesting is that Kazuya and Reina are very popular picks. And Kazuya is a legacy character. So he also takes a big hit in that everyone knows the matchup. I can assure you, if there's one matchup, pretty much every single one of these players, there's one matchup they all know, and it's that one. It's just such a bare bones character. And again, lack of gimmicks, lack of cheese, super hard to pilot. It's no wonder Kazuya is at the bottom. And it's no wonder Kazuya players are the real GOATs. I had to put that in there. Yeah. Yeah, I thought this was an interesting breakdown, interesting list. Thank you, random Redditor, for assembling it. Good stuff.